Hello, my loves. This is not a hallucination. Hi, I'm back after accidentally taking like 2 months away from my YouTube channel. I'm so sorry, besties, but today I am going to walk you through my April TBR as well as do my February and March wrap up and give you some updates about where the hell I've been. This is truly a sit down yappy video for the pals, okay? Where the fuck have I been? Do you remember in December when I was doing my New Year's prep and I was like, listen, I work 60 plus hours a week. I have 2 jobs and it's gonna be really hard for me to keep up with everything. And I already know which balls I'm gonna drop. As it turned out, I needed to drop more than 1 ball. I ended up dropping the school because I couldn't keep up with that. And then there was like weird things with financial aid. And then I accidentally dropped YouTube. Never my intention. And then the other thing that I dropped was my health and fitness. Has your girl been eating toast and fucking cereal this entire time? Yes. And if you hear scratching, it's the other major life update, because the reason I was gone throughout all of February and almost all of March is that I got a kitten. She has run away from me, but I will insert pictures of her. This is my baby girl. Her name is Wednesday Haunter Moon. She was 4 months old when I adopted her. She is 6 months old now. So I have very much been adjusting to cat mom life and like learning her rhythms and her moves. And I'm doing a vlog right now where I'm like documenting what a week in my life looks like now. But that's the update. She's so cute. She's so little. She's a little baby. Her nicknames are Winnie, Winnie Baby, Zoom Zoom Princess, and my midweek princess. That is my Winnie baby. Without further ado, I'm gonna stop yapping. Yes, I'm out of practice. Give me some grace. I will get back into it. To you about the books that I did and did not read throughout February and March. Remember when I said my reading goal was 200 books this year? I've read less than 10 books in the past several months. In February, I read 6 books. And the books that I read were Let's Call a Truce by Amy Buchanan. That was a 4-star read. Deep End by Ali Hazelwood. That was a 5-star read. All the Missing Pieces by Catherine Cowles. That was a 3.5-star read. The hero of this story was very much giving Republican. And that was a fucking ick. He was giving small town Republican white man. And of course the heroine is a blue-eyed blonde. Like, anyway, besties. First Time Caller by B.K. Borison. I know, I can hear you booing right now because I gave this book 2.5 stars. Yet again, another man that I can't fucking stand. The whole premise of this book is that she was looking for magic and that she went on like this radio talk show dating series to find magic in her life. And then she settled for the most mediocre white man you've ever met in your entire existence. 2.5 stars. And I read I Got Abducted by Aliens and Now I'm Trapped in a Rom-Com, my most anticipated book of 2025, which unfortunately I did end up giving 2 stars. I do feel bad about that one. That one hurts, but it was just goofy, and it was not silly goofy in the way that I want it to be. It was so ridiculous that it started to feel like a parody of The Wizard of Oz and Jurassic Park. And that is my review of that book. And I read I Think They Love You by Julian Winters. This was their adult debut, and I gave this one 3 stars. I don't really have much to say about it other than it's fun if you like the glitzy glamour of things, and maybe if you enjoy the Real Housewives of Atlanta. And my average rating this month, I wouldn't say is like the lowest it's ever been, but I certainly gave out the lowest amount of stars, my lowest ratings, and my total rating was a 3.33, saved exclusively by Let's Call a Truce and my all-time favorite book, Deep End by Ali Hazelwood. Now you may be asking yourself, Shar, where the fuck is your March wrap up? March, I started a lot of books. I had intentions of reading. I didn't. Did not. My brain was like, what the fuck is reading? do you even know how to do that? But if we're being serious and we're being honest, the reason I was not reading in March is that I was so fucking overwhelmed. I was in my busiest season of work that all I did was read emails all day. And by the time I got to the end of the day, I was like, I don't want to use my eyeballs for reading anymore. And so you can see the cozy hobby corner. Now, in response to that, my reader era has come back. I am ready to read books now. And the books that I'm going to read, and I'm going to keep this TBR really small so that I can accomplish it. There's 5 books that I want to read / what I want to finish. So the first one is The Love Lyric by Christina Forrest. I have been attempting to read this since January and I haven't. Again, not because it's not good, but just because squirrel brain is squirrel braining. So The Love Lyric is a story of Iris. It's part of the Green Sisters trilogy, and Iris works in like PR for a makeup and skincare company, and they are working with Angel, who is a very hot up and coming like R&B star. We've met Angel many times before in the previous books. Iris is a single mother. I'm super excited for this one. It's very good from what I've read so far, but I am determined to finish it this April. Second one is Fan Service by Rosie Dannon. This one is for all of the fan fiction pals. In this story, we have a woman who used to be super into this show called The Arcane Files, which is like a werewolf detective story, except that she had a really bad interaction with like the lead actor of the show and decides that, you know what, she's gonna go her own way, but she continues to run like this archive. And many years in the future, this lead actor of the show wakes up blacked out in a forest and realizes he might be turning into a werewolf. And in his brain, it makes sense that the person who knows the most about the Arcane Files lore and werewolves is her. So this is their love story. So far, it really is just like a love letter to the fan fiction pals, and I'm really enjoying it. Then I have Wild and Wrangled by Lila Sage. This is a second chance romance of sorts. It is continuing in the Rebel Blue Ranch series, and we're following, I'm forgetting her name, but I know that his name is Dusty because that's a very distinct name. But she gets left at the altar by her fiance, and this man named Dusty has always been in love with her for like the entirety of their childhood and adulthood, has told her that, but she's rejected him because of expectations. Now she's been left at the altar, and this is their chance at true love, soulmate situation. Dusty is so incredibly sweet. I absolutely loved him in Lost and Lassoed, so I'm excited to see his love story in Wild and Wrangled. I have Can't Get Enough by Kennedy Ryan. This is part of, I don't remember which series, but it's a series that's like, this could be the first book was, I'm forgetting, but this one follows one of the friends in that group. I don't remember her name, but she is the one that works in like television marketing PR stuff, and it is her romance, and she's literally just fucking hilarious and was so funny, and I really enjoyed it so much. So I'm excited to read her story and like her love develop throughout it. Plus Kennedy Ryan is just a really fantastic writer, and I really tend to enjoy her work. The final book that I'm going to prioritize this April, the 5th book on my TBR, is Sounds Like Love by Ashley Poston. This, do I even know what it's about? No, I don't. Magical realism love story. That's Ashley's shtick. I'm here for it. I gobble it up every single time, and I've heard it's amazing. Plus friends that I know who have read this because they also have the audiobook or e-arc have said it's competing for their favorite with The 7-Year Slip. And if you've been around for a long time, you know that The 7-Year Slip is my favorite Ashley Poston book. So I'm super excited to read this book and give it a chance. But with that said, besties, that is my TBR for April. Those are the 5 books that I intend to read this month. I am going to do a reading vlog on it, so make sure that you stick around if you want to check that out. In addition, I just came back from a stationery festival in Chicago, which I did vlog, and you can look forward to seeing that hopefully on Sunday. With that said, my loves, thank you so much for your grace and patience as I adapt to this new chapter of my life, and I will see you in my next video, which I promise you will come sooner than 2 months from now. Bye, besties!